We're going to demonstrate these activities right now and hope that you'll be able to mix them in a little bit into your classrooms. Using a suction cup ball is a little bit more active. You can use this activity to help your students learn more about acquiring spiritual knowledge or something in doctrinal mastery. You can use the suction cup ball as an object lesson.
It's got to be a soft toss.
We learned this works best from about 20 feet back. It would be best if you were having a discussion and they started to answer and you gave them a chance to throw the suction cup ball. We built this target. Go ahead and pause the video if you'd like to copy ours. Remember, this works incredibly well on whiteboard, but also just as well on blackboard. We don't play games in seminary on a regular basis, but when we do, it helps them to stay awake and be a little bit more active. Some of my friends in my Bald Club help me with this activity. It's pretty simple. Discussion questions are written onto a beach ball, and we pass it around. You pick a finger, right index finger, whichever question that right index finger is touching, the student reads aloud, gives a response, and then passes it to another student. It's a great way to finish up class or to help the discussion to be a little bit more lively. Trash ball is easy. Give each student a square piece of paper and they'll need something to write with.
Make sure you have a paper.
Provide a doctrinal mastery scenario or a reference and have the students write their answer on a piece of paper. They crunkle it up, pass it forward to the person on the first row, and that person tries to do everything they can to get the trash in the garbage. The person in the very back is the rebounder and throws it back to them. The teacher decides how many crunkled pieces of garbage need to go in the garbage can before the teacher will review their answers, checking for accuracy. The key to activities like this is to enrich the conversation by asking follow-up questions.
And how you would tell your friend about it.
If all we do is match a reference with a phrase, we're not doing enough.
Show that you actually do, then you're not really having faith. You're not.
One minor course correction that we've noticed. There are some classes that are working to memorize entire verses, and although that is a meaningful effort, the curriculum only asks us to help our students memorize phrases matched with references, not the entire verse. This is an activity that's very similar. A teacher wrote the references of the doctrinal mastery verses on paper plates, asked a scenario, and then allowed the students to respond by shooting a Nerf bullet toward the paper plate. Sometimes they hit the teacher dressed like a turkey. So there you go. 5 or 6 ideas of how to liven the conversation in your classroom.